I think you're on.
Okay, so I promised a short walk around my van, show you some of the missing pieces and things I still have yet to put together, as well as some of the stuff for the EV conversion. The van is obviously not pristine, and it is a running, usable van, not something that's to be put in a museum. So there's lots of rough spots, but I do love her, so let's go. So first off, when I got the van, it came with all the trim except for this section here. So I'm looking for, hopefully someone has some of the trim that I can get. The bumper's obviously in very rough shape. It's straight, but it's very, very rusty and pitted. Alright, let's go on this way. The doors all work and the windows and stuff work fine. Missing some paneling, so I've got cardboard in place right now. And I only have half of the seat belt, so you can see on the outside I have another aftermarket seat belt in place. And the dash is mostly complete. You can see the gauges. And again, cardboard on the panels here. I just recently, Bong gave me, or not gave me, but sold me these visors, which work really well. I'm still missing the original rear view, which I would love to get my hands on. The headliner in here is in pretty decent shape, and I've painted the crossbar pieces that hold the liner in. Back seat's in good shape. The front seat's got a good rip in the driver's side, and I will maybe repair that someday. For now, it's got a pillow over it. Alright, let's head to the back. Okay, so like I said, the rear seat's pretty decent. Folds down. I've obviously painted it, not original color, but it is functional and in place. And behind it is a stainless steel box over 3 Tesla Model S X batteries. I'm not taking that off because it's kind of a pain to take it off, but it is out of the way. It's central to the vehicle. Each of the batteries is 55 pounds, so there's a fair amount of weight back here, but the motor's strong enough to haul us around with 4 people in it pretty easily. So let's keep going towards the back. So on top of the roof rack right now are 2 solar panels that put out about 5 amps, not quite, at 72 volts for charging the batteries. It's about a quarter of the power you need to actually run the vehicle. The vehicle runs roughly 20 amps. More if you're really trying to accelerate and go fast. And these just pop off with our wing nuts over here, and then disconnect in the back. I'll show you the back. So I do actually have a conventional level 2 charger here, and if you open up the gas cap area, there's the level 2 charger, and you can plug in there. That's working. But the solar is nice because it's very portable and free, and it's nice on the batteries. It doesn't speedily charge the batteries, so you don't need any be any concern for them heating up. Off to the left here we've got the motor, which I bought in conjunction with the controller, so you buy the motor and controller together. You can see the heads for the 360 have been removed, the pistons have been removed, the crankshaft has been removed, flywheel is gone, clutch, and the gearing to the transmission is gone. So this is, inside of this is a chain that is rather noisy that hooks up to the transmission, so I can shift through the 4 gears as well as reverse. Alright, so basically I have turned on the 12 volts here to the car, which means all the OEM 12 volts is available, as well as this, it's lit up this OBD link, which is connected to the CAN bus that can talk to the battery management system as well as the motor. When I turn on the ignition, this actually lights up the controllers, and this is a spyglass to the controller to tell you certain aspects of the motor's condition. But because I have this USB to OBD link, so the same information that's going through this SPI interface can be seen through a Bluetooth app through the OBD link to Bluetooth. So I can see my state of charge is at 70 here. This 6 amps is the current that's going into the batteries right now from the solar panels on top. If I step on the accelerator right now and I'm in neutral, it will go the opposite direction, obviously, because the motor's going to draw a lot more current than we're generating. And you can see that the RPMs went up as well with the motor. So it's kind of a nice feature. Alright, so we're going to head to the back and look at the current on the solar panels. So the Bluetooth app seems to be a little bit rosier than what I see here. For current, it's closer to 4.3 amps. Because it's not a lot of current, I think the current measurement unit inside of the battery management system is not very accurate at low currents. It's more accurate at 20 amps or greater. But this gives you an idea of how much current the solar panels are putting out when charging up the batteries. Okay, so this is just showing how to take apart the solar, and I hook back up the charger. That's that. Disconnect the 2 halves, or the 2 pieces together. So. Here I'm going to take the Sambar for a little spin to see what it's like from the outside. As I go by, you should be able to hear it running through the gears. About 45 miles an hour is the max I've run the van so far. I've had to adjust the brakes multiple times in the year and a half I've had the van. They do work well, but for whatever reason the adjustment doesn't seem to hold very well. Okay, we'll go for a ride.
Okay.
Just get a chance to see how noisy it is inside. That's me downshifting into third. So it really can take off from third. It doesn't need to go all the way to first. That's it for the videos. Now I'm going to just share a few pictures throughout the year that I did the conversion so you can see how we got to where we're at now. Here we've pulled the engine and I'm starting to take apart the motor. This is a clutch plate and the gears. And you can see the first time I put the sprocket on in place of the gears. Here's a cardboard template placing the motor above the original, and then with some steel and a chain. Here's the chain and the controller all wired up. I had this flipper to get to the underside of the van for a while. Getting my reverse lights working. This was a emblem from Gregory that I used to create a plastic version. Here's the emblem with some aftermarket motorcycle mirrors that I bent to make sort of work. Early days with the solar panels connected up. And getting into painting and working on the body. So I painted the whole van white to start with, and then came back and did the orange over top. It's getting near complete. This is the rims. They're a real pain in the butt moving it around without wheels. This is the final product. And taking it out to the beach. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks.